Hey y'all, this is my video learning memoir, and I'm going to assert that this class helped me to build my confidence through pushing myself through my comfort zone with talking in front of people, and by transgressing the gender norm of shaving my armpits. And it just looks stubbly, but I bleached them blonde, so it's a lot fuzzier than it really looks. When I first read the syllabus for this class, my reaction was not unlike the meme that you see right now that I've kind of drawn myself into. I guess I expected this to be a non-interactive, work at your own pace sort of course. You write whatever papers you need to, and that it would just be online and there wouldn't be any interaction from teachers or students. Because when I'm in a traditional classroom, I feel a little uncomfortable. I don't like the fact that I feel like I have to say something in front of people to prove that I know what I'm talking about and that I understand the material, but that just doesn't really work for me. You see, I have this lovely personality quirk known as social anxiety, and while my friends know that I can be a lot more gregarious in close-knit social sort of situations, when I have to talk in public or to people I don't know, I am terrified of what people are going to think of me, and it's not really something I can help. During my time here at Michigan State University, I've taken some arts and humanities-based courses, and a lot of our grade came from participation, and I, was trying to rear myself up for what I want to say, and I would get physically sick, and my legs would not stop twitching because I was just that worried about what I had to say. And then I mull over what I'm going to say in my head, and I overthink it, and I think it sounds stupid, and then someone else ends up saying it, and then I end up kicking myself mentally because it's like, Emma, you could have said that. Why couldn't you? It's literally a mental and physical block, and I was afraid that my progress in this class was going to be hindered by that sort of thing. I remember filming the first pre-hangout vlog where I had to talk about myself. I felt so awkward because I'm just I don't know if I should say the minimal amount about me and sound boring or overshare, which is what I tend to usually do once you get to know me. And I really struggle to find the medium between being too quiet and being too loud, because I feel like by being quiet, a lot of the time I have to compensate when it's time for me to talk to make sure I fill the quota of participation, like in the Google Hangouts. I try to say what I think, and then I go on and on and on like this, building up a lot of exposition to what I'm going to say, and then I end up losing my track of thought and looking like an idiot. While I am not by any definition a social butterfly now, nor do I feel like I need to be, I feel like I've improved, having the confidence to speak out on what I want to say, especially if you compare my first pre-hangout vlog to some of my later clips. While watching this, say you and your friends want to play a drinking game called Emma's Nervous Tics, such as squirming around like you just saw, and pulling my hair behind my ears, and looking off camera, and just looking very uncomfortable in general. You would die before the video was even over. When I got to the pre-hangout vlog for week 6, though, I think I improved dramatically, because I whipped that baby out in less than, 10-20 minutes. I felt pretty good about it. And this is the one where I talked about Valerie Solanas' Scum Manifesto. When we talked about her motives behind writing that in the Google Hangout, I was defending her, and I had seen in her what I wanted to see. I would say what she would say, but I wouldn't mean it literally, even though it turns out I was proven wrong, and because, she tried to kill Andy Warhol. But it goes to show that I can express an unpopular opinion and then own up to it, admit that I was wrong, but at least I had the courage to say what I thought anyway. And to be honest, I'm really proud of myself for that. And this is about where I started to get really sassy, and again, I'm proud of myself for that, because when I somehow inextricably get involved in discussions on politics, I try to be polite, avoid conflict, but while I vlog, I have the safe space to say what I really think, and I'm really grateful for that. You see, I'm, in private with my friends, I'm really loud and obnoxious because, I'm in my element, I'm in my comfort zone. I know that my friends care and like me. But when I'm out and about with other people, strangers that I don't know, I just kind of cower and I'm just I'm not a perfect person, and I am a little too aware of other people's perceptions of me because, sub story, back in like pre-secondary school, I got bullied a lot, so I figured, okay, if I act a certain way, I won't be met with as much ridicule as I would have been being myself. And I now realize that that's not the way to live life, but I realized that me putting on makeup and shaving and trying to look feminine was an extension of that after puberty, because I remember it was my younger sister Mary who got into makeup before I did. I was 13 and, I wasn't really into it, but then I saw how Mary, she was popular with the boys and people thought she was fashionable and cool, and so I thought, okay, I'll put on makeup and people will see me the same way. I like to think that I didn't shave my armpits because I thought it was a hygienic issue and that I'd stink and people would think I'd smell gross. I realize now, yes, I'm thinking in terms of other people and not for myself. Now that I have grown out my hair for this long, it feels like a part of me and I feel like myself, and in conjunction with that and being forced to step out of my comfort zone, I feel like growing out my armpit hair has helped a lot with my self-confidence, along with encouragement from you guys and y'all validating my thoughts and feelings, and I'm really grateful for that. So basically what I'm trying to say is that this class helped a lot with my self-confidence by, making me talk in front of people. Back in mid-May I would have been like, oh, I'm squirming around because I feel awkward, blinking, ugh. But now, in my later videos, I'm, more assertive like this. I'm like, yes, I'm getting into this. I'm making constant eye contact with the camera, even though I really need to blink right now. And growing out my armpit hair has made me more comfortable with myself on top of that. And of course, as evidenced by my stupid internet meme doodles and my ridiculous facial expressions, I'm a lot more willing to make fun of myself, and it's a really liberating feeling. I really enjoyed this class, and I hope you guys have a good rest of your summer. Bye.